I had this crazy idea to freeze distill a batch of mead. If you don't know, freeze distilling is a method of concentrating alcohol by freezing a fermented beverage. And in this case, I figured I'd make a traditional honey wine because I'm not sure that anyone's actually tried it. To do this, I used my brewing kit, which is super easy to do and only requires honey, water, and yeast. Once it was mixed together, I set it aside to ferment for a couple weeks, which allowed this to ferment to about 13% alcohol, so basically a wine. Now, normally you'd be done here, but I transferred it to a new vessel and threw it in the freezer for 24 hours. Now, I actually didn't expect it to freeze solid, but it did. So I gave it a few minutes to begin melting. There are definitely more scientific ways to do this properly, but the basic idea is that the first liquid to thaw will have higher concentrations of alcohol than everything else, simply because alcohol has a much lower freezing temperature than water. Now, this isn't perfect. It's not a pure separation, but you can definitely taste that this jar is significantly stronger than the mead we started with, and you can also see the ice that's left behind. You can certainly feel the burn, but that said, it actually tastes better than I expected for honey jack, I guess you'd call it, and the notes of honey carried over surprisingly well in the final product. So well, in fact, that I can't help but wanting to try this with all sorts of things while I'm in New Zealand.